What's good, y'all? Site Perspective, giofvcks. And y'all knew I was gonna have my 2 cents on the entanglement. Yes, entanglement of Jada Pinkett Smith, August Alsina, and Will Smith. The red table talk. First of all, let's keep it 100. How are you going to do some healing by coming to your own show and you are still the moderator and commentator? Shouldn't there, I don't know why, but I was thinking like Ayanna Vanzland or somebody else was going to be doing the moderation and healing, and I thought that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett was actually going to all be at the table. And honestly, I thought August Alsina might have even made an appearance, and was also at the table. But no, when we saw the red table talk, it was literally Jada doing the healing, the commentary, and moderating her own so-called accountability episode, which didn't make any sense to me. Because how are you going to be holding yourself accountable while also trying to play the victim, while also being the person that did the wrong? Like, it was just so many red flags at the red table talk. Shout out to Harrio Overtop. I saw your video, part 1 and part 2, and I get where you're coming from. I agree with a lot of your points. And this has been the topic of discussion since Friday. So, I have to address it. And I've been saying, like, it's narcissistic and it's predatory. I don't care how you try to twist and turn it. It's narcissistic and it is a predatory relationship. First of all, Will Smith is sitting up there. And my thing is, now that we don't have all of the makeup because of coronavirus, you see the real. We get into the nitty gritty. You see the real. Will Smith looked like he was just tired, stressed out, and it also looked like he had been crying because his eyes were very red and he just looked tired. And again, when you're dealing with toxic, dysfunctional ass people, narcissistic people that want to play all these mind games and manipulation, energy draining vampires, that's what they are. You're going to be tired, you're going to be stressed out, you're going to be depressed, you're going to probably be sick, and you're probably going to be feeling the sickness physically and mentally. It is extremely exhausting and draining. And that's exactly how Will Smith looked on Red Table Talk. In the meantime, you look at Jada. Jada looked like, and mind you, Jada been looking like this. Let's just be real. She been, you gotta give credit where it's due. Jada and her mama look like they just been drinking from the fountain of youth. But if you notice, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but my granny, and it's funny, my granny says this too. Crazy people don't tend not to age. And I don't really like using that term because to me it's ableist. But Granny says this. And when I look at it, if you notice, people that's causing pain and suffering, they be living in la la land. Like if you look at a lot of narcissists, they, though nothing ever fazed them. Jada sitting up here looking like a tall glass of water. And then you look at Will Smith, and Will Smith looked broken down, destitute, depressed, sad. He looked tired. He looks tired and haggard. And this is what happens when you're dealing with these narcissistic, toxic ass people, man. Because when I'm personal experience. When I look at how I was looking 2 years ago with the person that I was dealing with, bruh, that shit was so damn. I was so stressed out, bloated, sick, and granted, I had a lot of health issues. But like I said, this is what happens. Stress is a silent killer. But anyways, so the entire time, again, in typical narcissistic fashion, word salad was used. And what word salad is basically a bullshitter bullshitting, right? They throw in all of these unnecessary words try to have this whole argument, and at the end of the conversation, you feel like you just went on a damn roller coaster, upside down, twisty turvy, but you're literally in the same situation. Like, you didn't accomplish anything. Word salad. That's all Jada did. And like I said, throughout the entire Red Table Talk discussion, she's sitting up making herself to be the victim. You know, I haven't been pleased in a very long time. I haven't been happy. And basically, it's Will Smith's fault that they needed to separate. It's Will Smith's fault that while they were separated, she decided to have an entanglement with August Alsina. It's Will Smith's fault that basically, you know, when her son introduced her to August Alsina, she just had to give him some of that cougar healing. No. This is what your typical narcissistic, emotionally unavailable, toxic behavior person does. They are going to find a way to play the damsel in distress. They are going to find a way to blame everybody else for all of their wrongdoings. You know, they are never going to take full responsibility and be accountable for the things that they're saying and doing, and also how they are hurting other people. They don't care. Okay? It's all about them. Now, granted, Will Smith did say that they were separated when this took place. Okay, so they were not together. They were legally separated. And technically at that point, you can do what you want to do. However, it's still a predatory relationship, like I said in my other two videos. August Alsina knew your oldest son. You're 21 years older than August Alsina. You are literally old enough to be his mother. Okay, this is your son's friend. And you don't see how this is disgusting. Okay. He's coming to you with trauma and needing, you know, and also physical and health issues, mental health issues and trauma. And you literally used that took advantage of him. You used that to manipulate him. Let's just be real. And then also August Alsina, at the same time, you got to take accountability as well, because at the end of the day, you knew that this woman was 21 years older than you, and you knew that she was married, and you knew that she was with Will Smith. You knew all of this. So you also have to take accountability as well. And then also, to throw it out there, this is why I personally believe, if you meet somebody and they telling you that, oh, I'm getting divorced, or I'm estranged from my wife, husband, partner, or I'm currently separated, if it hasn't been a year or two, I wouldn't be talking to that person, because 9 times out of 10 they're not separated. 9 times out of 10 they're not getting a divorce. 9 times out of 10 they still have feelings, especially if they have children, and young children especially. Okay, so all you're doing is putting yourself into an entanglement. And that's another thing, like, what the hell? Have you ever noticed with narcissists and toxic people, liars and manipulators, like my papa used to always say, rest in peace, papa, but it's the truth. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. These people are smooth talkers. That's what they are. They're manipulators. What do you not get? Remember that song, Regulators? No, manipulators, because that's what they are. Okay, they will talk some good game in a minute, have you thinking, like I said, narcissists will have you in a full-fledged fake-ass relationship, have you thinking that they really love and care about you, and that there is a future, aka future faking. Okay, in the meantime, and you know that's what Jada did. She probably was, you know, spitting some good game to August. Probably really had him thinking, like, I found the one, she loves me, she cares about me, you know, I love her, I care about her, things are really going to go somewhere. Speaking from personal experiences, I thought the same thing in 2018. I mean, because again, and like what happened to me, if you notice, who's the one that first used the L word? More than likely it wasn't you, because in 2018 I did not use the L word. I still struggle with using the L word. I don't use love. Because for me, growing up in our household, and I'm still, like I said, I'm still in counseling, I'm still healing, I'm still in therapy. And growing up in my household, didn't nobody really go around telling each other they loved each other in the first place. So I don't really use that word. And I'm a firm believer. I just met you. I've only known you for less than 2 to 3 months, and you're already using the L word. That's a red flag. But like I said, narcissists, future fake, they're really good at setting the tone, having you thinking that there's something more than it is. And let's talk about this term, entanglement. Because entanglement is just a nice way of saying you are in a fake situation. You are in a fake relationship from hell. This is fake. This is not real. Okay, that's all an entanglement is, bro. An entanglement is a nice way of saying you're in a situationship. That's really all it is. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people want to hold on to the falseness. A lot of people want to really believe that, you know, there's something there, but through manipulation, through word salad, through gaslighting, through triangulation, through the love bombing. And let's be honest, you know Jada was throwing down on the love bombing. That's how narcissist, toxic people hook you in the first place. You are proud, and this is why I'm gonna keep saying this. It's been going on 2 years since I've started healing. Okay, I've been in this healing, therapy, counseling. Okay, literally November 21st of this year will be 2 years. And I'm saying this to say, a lot of us need to recognize, now that I'm gonna just say it, to me, when you're healing, you have no business being in a relationship until you are fully healed and you have fully adapted to having healthy boundaries, knowing your worth, having a self-esteem, paying attention to red flags, and being aware. Because people who come from dysfunctional, toxic, abusive, traumatic households, families, and experiences, you don't need to be jumping into the saddle to go right back into being in a relationship. Because you're going to find yourself talking to people that are toxic and abusive because that's what you're used to. Oh, whose doggy is this? I hate when dogs be out here. But anyways, let me not get sidetracked. But you see this type of shit all the time, y'all, and it's sad. So, in true narcissistic fashion, you know, she's up there doing her talk. This is why I said, toxic people, you really start realizing talk is cheap with them, because if a narcissist is talking, they're lying. Okay? Okay, and if somebody is lying, then 9 times out of 10, they're toxic or narcissistic. I'm just throwing it out there. Because, like, why do you have to constantly lie? And then 2, why are you always the victim in every story, every situation you have? You are the victim. That is a clear sign that something is wrong with you. Because it cannot always be everybody else. That's why even in this situation with Alsina, yes, what happened to him was wrong. It's predatory. She took advantage. But he also played a role because, once again, you knew that your friend's mother was married. You knew this, and you still entertained it. And then this is the same. This goes back to people. I'm gonna always say this: if the way you got them is the way you're gonna lose them. So if you meet somebody and you find out that they're cheating, they're lying, they have a significant other, they're really not divorced, they never really broke up, they have kids with this other person, 9 times out of 10, they are never, get this in your thick skull, get it in your head right now, comprehend the words that are coming out of my mouth. They are never going to leave their partner. And this is where a lot of us go wrong. Y'all be sitting up here thinking, oh, they gonna leave they girl, they man, they partner. They gonna leave they significant other. No, they're not. 9 times out of 10, they're not. Okay? You are a side piece. You are the sideline. 9 times out of 10, especially dealing with a narcissist, a toxic manipulator, you're not the only one, and this isn't their first rodeo. They've been doing this. Okay, this is premeditated. They've been doing this. This is planned out. And 9 times out of 10, I made a video, almost 4 months ago. 9 times out of 10, the other person don't even know about you. So Will didn't know anything about August. He didn't even know that she was talking to him properly. Okay, going back to my personal experiences, just to give you another real life example. I'm not just talking shit. This is what I've been through. One of the persons that I was dealing with last year, this whole time, had a pregnant girlfriend and already had a kid by somebody else that he wasn't taking care of in the first place. This lady was pregnant. This person was pregnant and was messing with me the whole time. So that's what, and I didn't even know about her, and she probably didn't know about me. So that's why I'm saying you have to recognize this is the type of shit that these people do. The sooner you realize that, this is why I always say stop talking to people that are in relationships. Stop talking to people that are fresh out of relationships. You haven't been single for a month, and you are, again, these are red flags for me. They don't have to be red flags for you, but been there, done that, red flags for me, okay? Like I said, y'all gonna get tired of getting played. You're gonna get tired of being used. You're gonna get tired of having your feelings hurt, okay? And your heart broken. You're gonna get tired of it, and you're gonna stop playing the game sooner or later, because the shit gets old, okay? And they all, like I said, it's what's crazy about it too is also the fact that narcissists are textbook. They all behave the same way. You know, they all have the same toxic traits and behaviors. You know, once you've seen a narcissist, once you gonna start noticing, okay, this is their track record, this is what they do. You really can't be surprised anymore by their behaviors. So anyways, like I was saying, I should say, it is what it is. And then they sitting up at the table talk, you know, bad marriage for life. And this has become a meme. There's a song, you know, DJ Marquise, which he been killing it all year, from the coronavirus to you gonna lose your job to now Entanglement. He got a whole song, Entanglement. And I mean, and Will kept his composure. Will, very similar to Omarion, he kept his composure. And I think, and then, like I said, I'm just looking at my own lived experiences. This is why I'm able to talk about this more freely. I'm not, you know, I used to be embarrassed about what happened to me in 2018, and then also what happened last year. I used to be, you know, embarrassed about it, but I realize now, like, bro, this is sad, but this is a common occurrence because so many people are toxic. People be having their own traumatic situations, and people project the same trauma and insecurities that they have, they project on other people. Okay? They project. Because there's no way in hell you are going to be doing this type of shit if you are a healthy, sound, functioning individual. Toxic people do toxic shit. Understand that, okay? Because somebody that's secure with themselves, that has morals, that isn't, you know, that loves themselves and cares about others and has empathy, is not going to be sitting up doing this type of shit. I'm going to just say it, call it for what it is. They're not going to be behaving like this. They're not going to be acting like this. This is not going to be how they conduct business. And no telling what traumatic, toxic, dysfunctional abuse that Jada went through when she was a child in her youth and her life. But it still doesn't justify what she did to August Alsina, what she did to her husband, Will Smith, and what she did to her family, because I'm sorry, but this is embarrassing as hell. You know, and I'm going to say this, and, you know, this is also cliche, but it's the truth. What's done in the dark will come to the light. So all this, you think that you're lying and you're, you know, doing it on the slide or doing it on the DL, the down low. Trust me, it'll come to the light. You'll get caught. Oh, and I finally got the car detailed. Oh, Jesus. It feels good to have a clean car. Anyway, so, but I feel bad for everybody involved because, like I said, I've been there, gone through it, healing from it. I understand. I hope that August gets into some serious counseling and therapy, and hopefully gets with a therapist that understands narcissism, narcissistic abuse, understands narcissistic personality disorder and or borderline personality disorder, because you need the therapy and counseling to heal. This is why we need mental health resources in our communities, and why we need universal health insurance, Medicare for all, because people need access to this, because people are toxic because of the environments and the experiences that they have. And then some people also have chemical imbalances and mental illnesses that contribute to that as well. You know, it's a combination of things in many cases. But y'all, this video is long. I just had to put my 2 cents on it. Shout out to Hario Over the Top. Over Top, really good video. He has like literally 2 videos up about 30 minutes apiece where he's talking about this. Let me know what y'all think in the comment box below on the Entanglement with Jada Pinkett Smith, August Alsina, and Will Smith, narcissism, and just like your viewpoints. Let me know. Y'all stay safe and blessed. Be safe and careful out here, y'all. Wear your mask, stay 6 feet apart, wash your hands. This shit is real. I'm out.